Hi everyone, it's Dr. Spears here today. I'm driving, so bear with me. But I want to talk about the subject of a lot of pre-med students. You guys know you want to get into medical school, you know you want to be a doctor, and you know that maybe this is a process or a journey that you don't want to do by yourself, and you want to get some help in getting into medical school. That's great. That's fine. That's dandy. However, what's happening is I get a lot of students who reach out to me and they're like, guess what? I paid all this money to this pre med coach, to this pre med company, and I thought they were going to be very beneficial and help me, but it really wasn't worth any of the money that I paid, and I'm very disappointed, but I still know I need some help and guidance on this process of getting to medical school, and I'm so glad I found you because I really think you can help me get me where I want to be. So that's great. But I don't want you to be in a position where you're spending all this money and not getting any help. So let's talk about what you should think about in this process of applying to medical school and looking for a pre-med coach or advisor. Yes, credentials matter, but what's more important, are they playing off of your fears and insecurity about this process of getting into medical school? Because if they're doing that, that's not good. And if it's a conversation about you need to put money out, you need to do this, and if you do this, then I can help you. Otherwise, if you don't, I can't help you. That's not good. I personally like to, I'm no pressure about what I do, first of all. And oftentimes I tell students, you know what? It doesn't matter if you decide to work with me or work with somebody else. This is what you just need to know about the process either way. And you can make a decision what you think is going to be in your best interest. And students really love that because there's no high pressure, no hardcore sales. I tell people, you know what? I'm not even a sales guy. I'm not. I don't do that, you guys. I don't like have this script or this formula and like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and if you don't, you're not going to be a doctor, you're not going to get into medical school. No, I don't know anything about sales. This has just come about of being a former pre-med society president and then telling people, hey, I can help you get into med school. These are the results. If you like what I do, then work with me. If not, fine. And that's basically all there is to it. My expertise is medicine and helping people get into medical school. So that's where I come from on the background with that. But you don't want to get into a situation where somebody is basically giving you all of this information. It looks great. They have this amazing presentation and this pitch for you, but then once you hand over that money, it's a complete 180, and they're basically telling you generic information that you already known. Or if you want more help, they're like, oh, well, you only have this many characters or this many words that we're able to help you with. Once beyond that, you're gonna have to pay more money for that. Or, oh, you want help with that, that's another secondary, that's gonna cost you money for that. Or, oh, you want to revise your personal statement, well, this is how much time we allotted for that, now you're beyond that, so it's gonna cost you more money. You don't want to be in that type of situation. At the end of the day, you want somebody who's going to be on your side and work with you within the confines of what they discuss and what everybody mutually agreed upon should happen. And that's very, very important. Otherwise, it's kind of like that thing of we're all relatively young, so let's do the thing about dating. We'll use that as an analogy. A lot of times you go on dates, you're excited about that first date or whatever, or just really new into the situation and everything's going great. You're totally enamored with this person or individual. But let's think about this. 90% of all dating doesn't work out. You either break up, people decide to move on, go either way or whatever about it, and that relationship just comes to an end. And that's kind of what happens with some of you guys when you're working with these pre-med coaches and advisors. You're on that first date, Everybody is putting their best face forward, all well-mannered, all complimentary to you, asking you questions, trying to get to know you. And you're thinking, wow, this is great. This has a lot of potential. I can really see this going somewhere. But you get down the road, people start to change. As my dad would say about dating and relationships, people are going to be on their best behavior and put out their best mannerisms for the first 6 months, but after that you can't disguise and hide who you are. So this, I guess now we're going to have a little bit of dating conversation advice there, where the first 6 months is going to be the litmus test, and after that then you're going to start really seeing somebody's true colors. Or as one of my exes told me, when somebody shows you their true colors, you better believe them for the first time. So just keep that in mind when you guys are out there dating. And so the same thing process out there when you guys are trying to figure out if you actually want to work with somebody. How are they coming across? Are they actually taking a genuine interest in you? Are they actually giving you some actionable advice or something that you can work with, whether you decide to work with them or not? Or is everything kind of behind this paywall where I'm the expert, I know what's best for you, and only once you pay me will I actually give you something that you can actually work with and it's going to help you get where you want to be. Now, it's not saying that somebody needs to just give everything, the house, the kitchen sink, and all of that away for free. No, that's not how it should be. But it should be an equal exchange of information, kind of like a courtship. Hey, this is what I can do. This is what I bring to the table. This is how I can help you get where you need to be on this process or journey of getting into medical school. That's kind of what you want to know, and you want to kind of understand if that's actually taking place or not. You don't want to be where it's like, okay, I can help you, but it's going to cost you. You don't want to be in that situation where, oh, you want to do this? Okay, well, give me your credit card, or let me send you an invoice, or go click this buy now link, and once you pay for it, then I'll be able to tell you more information about that. No, you don't want that. You want somebody who's going to work with you and help you in this process. So really kind of make sure you're being deliberate about this. Really understand what you're actually seeking in a pre-med coach, pre-health coach, or somebody who's going to advise you or even tutor you for whatever you're trying to do in this process of being a pre-med and getting into medical school so that you can become a doctor, because it's high stakes. That's just taking whether you work with somebody or not. It's very high stakes, and there's a lot at stake if you want to be a doctor and get into medical school, because if you do, that's life-changing. There's no way about that. So we all know that, but you want to just make sure you're making the right choices, making the right decision, and working with somebody who's going to help you get there. So that's just my take on that, because all too often I've seen students who have fallen for somebody who has very slick marketing expertise, all of this, but when it really comes, when you put the rubber to the road or whatever, and you really need that help, it's really not what they were expecting. It's definitely not what they paid for, and they're disappointed in this person, this company that they chose to work with, and it's just a shame that happens. And I see that all the time with students. They're like, Dr. Spears, guess what? You're the second, third person I'm turning to because everybody else hasn't been helpful. Or they'll tell me, Dr. Spears, you know what? I haven't even signed up with you, but you've been more helpful. You've given me more information and advice that I can actually use compared to everybody else that I been working with or I paid money for. So I really appreciate that. And you just seem so genuine, and I really am confident that you can make a difference for me and help me get into medical school. And yeah, I definitely can. And as I said, I'm not a sales guy. I don't have the slick marketing background or anything like that, where I had other people working for me who's gonna like put this presentation that's gonna like wow you away because of the marketing, sales, psychology, all of that. Nope, not gonna find that with me. You just know that if you work with me, you'll get results and you'll get where you need to be, and that's what I can do for you, and that's what I want to do for you. So just keep that in mind. So just be aware of everything that's happening when it comes to choosing somebody to work with in this process of being pre-med and applying to medical school, and finding somebody who can actually help you and get you where you need to be on this journey, because it's a lot, but it's game-changing, life-changing when you actually do get in and know you're basically set for life. So if you're thinking about making an investment, definitely make that investment. Be sure to ask a lot of questions of that person. Don't be shy about that, because you're going to be putting money out. So you want to make sure that you're actually going to get what you're paying for. So I just want you to keep that in mind. And if you trust me, you believe me, or you have questions about what I can do to help you in your process of getting into medical school, be sure to reach out. You can find me at drpremed.com. That's the website. A lot of information out there. You can find me on social media. And again, Dr. Spears, writing or talking to you guys about being pre-med, finding a pre-med coach or advisor, and I would be delighted to work with you and help you get in medical school so you become a doctor. All right, take care and enjoy.